Hey, this is Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast, here to help you make the most of your summer with Michelob Ultra, a superior light beer worth playing for. Play for it with the guys when you're competing to see who can sink more birdies on the golf course, because winning tastes even better with Ultra on the line. Play for Ultra. Fill your fridge with Michelob Ultra this summer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
Today's top story: the flavor merger of the century between the Peanut Butter Group and Chocolatey Corp. Joining me is a PBC executive.
Thanks for having me, Barry.
Now, how did you know the merger and the byproduct of it, Jif peanut butter and chocolate flavored spread, would be a success?
You know, it was a gut feeling, a rumbling, if you will. Besides, they're two titans of taste.
Very true. Goes great with pretzels.
And pancakes.
Apples too, I bet. Try Jif PBC today.
This episode is brought to you by Hyundai. Get into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event and get a deal so right it almost feels wrong. For big savings on their most popular models, visit HyundaiUSA.com. Offers end September 2nd, 2025.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
I knew it. Another Hurrdat Media production.
Hey, Chantel.
Hey, Roxanne.
Guys, we haven't podcasted since Friday.
I know.
It's been let me tell you guys what we're about to do today. So on today's episode, we are talking the Valley season finale. This time it's real. And
are you sure? I'm just kidding. I saw the reunion clips afterwards.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why. I still don't know why we thought it was a season finale. I changed the title and everything, but I don't know what the hell happened. And we're also talking Next Gen season finale. We're also talking some behind the scenes things that have happened since that are crazy. And you guys know I'm going to have a lot to say. Make sure that you guys join our Patreon, where we do 2 additional episodes. We have a great community, great chat on there. And you guys, the reason for this delay and everything is I, of course, per usual, have been going through it. I mean, I feel like Chantel's kind of appreciated this little break. But for me,
sure have.
I know you have.
As long as it's not my ass asking for the break, I'll take it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. For me, I had the busiest weekend. We had everything, and on Thursday actually, or Wednesday, I got an email from my kid's school that said hand, mouth, and foot. Is that what it's called? Hand, mouth, and foot.
Yeah.
Has a rise in the Montessori, and that if your kid has a fever, do not send them to school. So Jack was fine Thursday. Friday comes, he definitely has a fever. I'm definitely not sending him. And so I don't send him. Saturday, me and my husband have a wedding. If you guys are on my personal account, you guys saw, and Sloan was the flower girl. And I could tell Elle starts getting hot. And this is my husband's brother's wedding. So Sunday is really bad. I took off work this whole week. I did work on Monday, and because my husband took off, and then so on Tuesday and Wednesday, I took off work. My kids got hand, foot, and mouth. They've never gotten this before. And you guys, if you are parents, if there is one thing that I don't even wish on my enemy, I don't wish anything on that stuff, but this is literally the worst thing that your kid could get. Elle, she's newly 1. She was in so much pain. It was the saddest thing. She has bumps all over her, all over out of her lips and stuff. And Jack, he didn't have any like bumps, but except like on his like arm, and he was itchy. But he kept complaining like my mouth hurts. Like they were in so much excruciating pain. And then Charlie was also she got a fever, and she said her throat hurts, but she's been pretty mild. But you guys, I don't wish this on my enemy. And it's like an outbreak in Michigan right now, by the way.
Yeah, no, I like we heard some people that had it a week ago if your Montessori got it and now your kids. And then my nephew or my niece got it randomly too. So it's like, what the heck is happening?
Yeah. Well, what's crazy is, and you're like, it's not like they got it actually the day of Jack's party, which is crazy. But it's not because of like Jack's party or anything. That was before anything. And but our other cousins also, all three of their kids got it. So this is like literally a crazy thing happening right now. Because what are the chances that three different families have it, and then my Montessori has it?
And it's like summer. It's like weird. Usually like it's around school time and like, the weather, but I don't know. Just God bless. I feel so bad that, your kids had to go through that. I can hear your text messages, so put them
I
down.
know. I'm sorry, because you know what? Jack just walked downstairs and he's supposed to be in bed. And so my husband's like laying in the room with the girls. And I just messaged him and I was like, hey, I'm in the basement podcasting. Jack is by the door. I can hear him. So hopefully I hear him handling it right now. So yeah, you guys, it has been literally like, I know that some of you guys are like, what's going on with Atlanta, all this stuff. It has been the craziest week because again, I've never experienced this with my kids. And to me, this has been the worst sickness. And then like also just having to take off work, it sucks because like, we work corporate and you take time off, but it's not like you take time off to go on vacation. And Chantal, you'll see, like you take time off when your kids are sick and you're just at home. You're not even going anywhere. And
that's like the selfless of like, life. And when you have kids, which is just so crazy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, it's been, and just us, it's actually been beautiful weather and we've just been trapped inside of our house. And I'm glad everyone's like feeling better. So that's a good sign. But my God, you guys, like what a week. So I'm sorry, we've been pretty quiet, I feel like, on everything, but we are back and we're only probably going to do 2 episodes this week. So don't kill us, but
we're going to recap all 4 of the episodes. We're just going to have them in 2 episodes. So today, Valley and Next Gen, and then tomorrow, Thursday, we'll have Miami and OC.
Yeah. And then of course on Patreon, we do 2 additional episodes, but yeah, Mama needs a break after this week. So yeah, there's that, but let's get into the Valley. Chantel, are you ready to fucking die?
Yeah, I am.
So no, just kidding. You're not, but guess who? So this, you guys, this just happened today. I actually saw it from our friend Dina at Bravo Investigator. And so guess who unfollowed their boyfriend and removed all photos of them as a couple on their Instagram page?
No, you're lying. You're lying. Michelle?
Yes.
What did he do?
We don't know yet. All we know is that she unfollowed Aaron and she deleted all their photos together. So there's no photos of him on her Instagram page.
Oh my God. This is why you don't do what you were doing. Okay. This is why you don't do what you were doing.
This is literally, and I know that some of you guys are like, Roxanne, you don't get it. You're being judgmental. And yeah, like I kind of am, but this is like, just because, and it's not because of it. Like I know there's one-offs, so I'm not talking about the one-offs, but this is literally why me as a mother, if I was divorced, God forbid, a million times, like if I was, and I'm not going to introduce people to my kids and then like say things like, what do you think about us moving in his house? And what look at daddy and him are hanging out together. Like, no, unless it's fucking serious. And I have a ring on my finger and we've been dating for years. Like I am not putting trauma on my children and introducing them to different men when they've already just recently, like within 6 months, their world's turned upside down and they've gone through something so traumatic where their parents aren't living together. Like I don't know. It's because my kids are like freshly little. Like if me and Jacob weren't living together, my kids would suffer so damn much. Like you guys have no idea. So it's like, I can't imagine like a little child feeling that. And then this man getting brought up and the way Michelle kept trying to pin it and talking about marrying him and all this shit. And it's like, okay. And something was definitely off with that man. But now, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, it's more the timing. It's like you're not even officially divorced yet. This is so freshly new for you and your ongoing family, and then you're like changing your whole life, saying things like you like even on this episode, she was like, "I'm one and done with kids," but like now that Aaron wants kids, like I am thinking about it. It's like whoa, like let's pump the brakes here. Like let's really truly like get divorced, like take some time, like be with somebody for a long time to sit there and change your whole life for one man. And then look what happens. Like you make your ex-husband, who's not even your ex-husband yet, be cool with him, try to talk to him. Like it's like all so much for one person that you don't even know 1000%. Like literally like date 2 years and then let's talk.
No, honestly, it's so crazy. And yeah, like my biggest thing is that it's all just happened so fast. Like eventually you're going to have to move on and you're going to be with a man, and maybe you do introduce your kid to a man that you really thought was going to work out and it didn't. But I'm just saying, as far as like they're not even divorced yet, this child has gone through so much that I don't think even she can understand. And it sounds like Michelle had some daddy issues too, right? I remember she didn't.
I don't remember.
I think when she was talking about it, but I don't know. That's besides the point. But anyways, maybe she did, maybe she didn't. But if she did, like, it's like, okay, like you went through trauma. You don't want your kid to go through that trauma too. And same with Jessie. Like I have been, you guys know, since season 1, I've been team Jessie. Like I saw through it, but I don't even like Jessie. I like that his girlfriend doesn't come on the show. Like it tells me she's not thirsty, but I don't like Jessie bringing a girl around his daughter. Although I don't think it's to the extent that of what she's doing, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't like it either way.
It was like it's a no too. Like no one should be doing that, you know?
Yeah. It's so crazy because when the episode starts and I see Lala, like instantly I'm in a bad mood. And it's not because, but it's like not even because Chantal, I don't like Lala, but I'm just so far removed from that cast, like those people. And it obviously doesn't help that Lala co-signs Janet and Michelle, but I don't know. I instantly get in like a really bad mood just seeing her. Just like,
yeah, I think it's so off. Like when we see her, it's like this doesn't even go. It doesn't even mesh. It doesn't even make sense that why she's even on our screen. So it's like
it feels forced.
It's very forced in the relationship. So it almost makes you want to not even like watch that scene. You're like, what am I watching? Like, yay, like we're so happy for Lala and her daughter, but it's like not even genuine when we're watching it either.
Yeah. And then Lala saying that Jax doesn't have money because his cocaine addiction that he no longer can afford. I don't know. I thought that statement was so wild. And Britt's like laughing about it, but it's like, that's what you chose, girl. Like you knew he was addicted like to that. And that's what you chose to have a kid with. And that's like, you're guilty by default just for doing that.
Well, I mean, it's almost like, a lot of things that, she's complaining about now. It's like, this is your repercussions because you chose such a bad person.
Yeah.
But I think she can like be like, shit, like what the hell did I do? Like you could look at yourself and be like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, for sure. This episode made me realize like Brittany, why am I calling her Britt?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think anyone really called her that except Jax.
That's so scary. Yeah.
Or does he call her Brittany? I don't know.
I know. Now I'm like, wait, is Brittany? I don't know. But anyways, Brittany really does stir the pot. And the reason I think so is at the end of the day, to me, her real friend is really Zach. And Brittany acts like she doesn't ever want to be in the middle when it comes to like Zach and Janet. But when she's like with Janet and then Janet's groupies, like Lala and stuff, you see her bring up like the Zach thing and, oh, Janet, they don't like you at all. Ha, 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 ha. And it's like, wait, you always tell Zach you don't want to be in the middle of it. But then you're like kikiing and talking about how Zach and Kristen doesn't like you. And I'm just like, the double standard here is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think you can see that for sure. Like they go way more, like way deep and way more than like her relationship with Janet, like Zach and Brittany. So it is weird when you see her.
USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks, or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Visit USAA.com/bundle.
Bundle savings are off total premium, not available in all states or in all situations. To qualify, auto policy must be active prior to property policy issue. Subject to change. Restrictions apply. Membership eligibility and product restrictions apply and are subject to change. USAA means United Services Automobile Association and its affiliates, San Antonio, Texas.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and Auto Camp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
The McDonald's snack wrap is back. You brought it back. Ranch snack wrap. Spicy snack wrap. You broke the internet for a snack. Snack wrap is back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
With a major selection of the looks your kiddos love, starting at just $4 in the Walmart app, a new school year means a stylish new them. Who knew? Find skater skirts and Crocs that say, I'm casual but cool. Sparkly sneakers that say, it's my classroom, you're just learning in it. And preppy polos that say, I'm the teacher's pet, even if they're mommy's menace at home. Find their favorite styles starting at just $4 in the app. The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso Virtual Coffee Machines. Ready to enjoy the bold flavors of barista-quality Nespresso iced coffee at home? Simply fill a glass with ice and press the brew button on your virtual pop machine to enjoy rich double espressos roasted to stand up even when chilled. Refreshingly bold iced coffee. Refreshingly easy to make at home. Visit Nespresso.com to shop now.
Like Ben for other friends more than him.
Yeah. Jax, Luke, Tom Schwartz, and even like Tom Schwartz, like they barely even show him. And Jesse, Jason, they're together. And immediately, like seeing the scene, I'm just so relieved Jax is gone, because him having the audacity to say that he refuses to invite Danny because liquor was available. It's like, you're not a good person. Like you really fucking aren't, dude. And that is why your life is where it's at.
No one that has done what Jax has done should literally ever speak about
anyone.
Like, about anyone. Even if like he literally saw someone do something very horrible to somebody, you are not allowed to speak, sir. Like, so anything you say, it sounds so silly. You look so silly. Like, I cannot believe this is like, how are producers even holding up a camera allowing him to talk?
Well, Danny later on in the episode, he's like, you have no leg to stand on, dude.
I know.
Literally,
I'm happy he did, because like, it's like, even if what you're saying is true, even if you're saying like, I have a problem drinking, even if you're saying that, you know, I got kicked out of the bar, I don't even know, whatever he's saying, like literally it does not matter because it's coming from your mouth.
Yeah. Jason kind of explains why Jax is worked up. And he's like, when Jax makes mistakes, it's spoken about. But when Danny makes mistakes, it's not. But you guys, it's been a whole fucking season of Danny. So it's like, what are you guys even saying? Like, Jason.
And why are we comparing like apples to oranges here?
Right. Yeah.
Like Danny's mistakes versus Jack's mistake.
It's like poor Danny too. Like he doesn't feel like these people are his safe space and he doesn't want to be around them. He won't drink or anything around them. And it's like, ew, that like ruins my vibe. And like no one understands what Danny's actually going through right now. So
I would love for him to elaborate a little bit more, or him and Nia to open up. Maybe they will in the reunion. I don't know. Or like they're waiting for the next season to really open up a little bit, because like there is a confusion. Like people are saying all these things. And then also like he says, oh, I haven't drank in 2-3 weeks. It's like, why? Is it because it's causing problems? Like kind of just open up a little bit. I still don't think it's to the point where what the hell they're all making it seem like calm down everyone. But like, I wish they would open up so we just can understand, like you said.
I feel as though I wouldn't want to drink around these people either, because if I take a drink, and I think everyone who drinks, if they get buzzed, they act a little different. I wouldn't want to drink around these people either. Cause like every time I fucking drink, they're sitting here saying I'm smacking girls' asses. I'm like committing sexual assault. I'm a drunk. I'm hiding it. It's like, dude, like, are you kidding me? You guys, like the first year of each one of my child's like life, not immediately, but like at least like if I wasn't, well, with Jack and Al, I didn't I didn't breastfeed or pump, but with the first 2 I did. But like I was drinking wine. Like I needed a fucking glass of wine, not every day, but I was drinking a glass of wine because it like kind of made me chill. And like it's a lot. So I don't think it's a big deal. And I don't think people understand, what he's going through in his life. I mean, he kind of talks about it at the end. Like we see him crack a little bit about it, but I am really proud of Jessie, and I'm happy that viewers are seeing this because to me, Jessie comes across as someone who cares most about Isabella and making Michelle feel comfortable, like just getting in a better spot for Isabella. And Jessie has gone through it. So I don't think people can comprehend.
Going through it. And he is going through, and he's being very vulnerable. Like, especially like for a man to have like financial issues, like and speak about that, that's very brave of somebody. Like that's any guy's worst nightmare.
Well, and also I don't think that people can comprehend that Jessie was cheated on and he's like having to face his soon to be ex who he didn't want a divorce from. So but when Jessie said the divorce was our fault, like to me, I was like, okay, that's growth. That's recognition. That's accountability. He owns that he put pressure in their relationship. And I'm glad that Michelle was happy about his reaction, but I would like to just see her own some things. And that's what always frustrated me with Michelle is that we've never seen her own anything in that relationship.
I think the problem is too, though, Rexina, is that we started watching it when she was already checked out. Like last season, she was checked out of that marriage, whether we like knew that for sure or not, like you could see it. So it's like who knows what was done like 4 years before that of like how much shit that she would be like, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do that. Like so much that got her to that point. I still don't think
she's spoken on it all. She's spoken on what got her to the level that it's gotten her to the level. She's done all that. But at the end of the day, like she did cheat. So just because like you have a shitty partner doesn't like, that's like, okay, like that's like men right now, right? Like, let's say like the fucking Coldplay guy, he's like, every time I go home, my wife's like bitching, like who knows what the fuck in his head, he made it in his head that it was okay for him to have an affair. And he's like, every time I go home, she's like bitching and I'm trying to work and, do right for this family and yada, yada, yada. And then he cheats. And it's like, well, it's okay for him to have cheated because like, they had a miserable marriage. Like she just bitched all the time. Like that does not justify cheating. Fucking leave the marriage then.
100%, 1000%.
I think years to come though, they'll be in a good spot. Like I can see that with them. I just think obviously it's so fresh. I mean.
And if they are, it's because like he's willing to bend and willing to like really get the relationship like there because for his daughter, and obviously she's too a little bit, but like if anyone, like it's usually like he could be the one because he's the one that got cheated on, make it more hell and be like, I don't want to ever speak to you. But he doesn't want to do that. He wants them to be good too.
Did you just open my Snapchat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little notification. I saw your little curly hair emoji opening it.
Well, I was gonna say, send me that video because I started the pickleball trend, which was 2 years ago, which is crazy because it's like now popular in the last like year and a half.
What video did I send you?
Me like showing your girls pickleball.
Yeah, you were teaching my girls pickleball. Yeah. Even though I know Kristen had her baby, I was emotional this episode. I cried at the scene about hearing that she may be a statistic and her talking about being infertile. I just feel so relieved for her that she was able to have a baby and that her watching it now, like she has the baby in her arms. Yes. Like that makes me feel so good. Yeah.
And I just know that that's such a big topic for a lot of women and like men, they're just going through so much like infertility like this time around, this aging day, whatever you want to say, because like maybe we're getting married older or whatever the case is. But like, I'm sure it touched a lot of people.
Yeah. It's the Zen party that Michelle hosts. And even when Danny and Nia walk into a room, their aura, like, I don't know if you noticed, but they like slow-mo them walking. And I'm like, they are just goals. I'm obsessed with them. And again, like it's fucking real. So I don't know. By the way, like so she talks about how like she believes in these crystals and yada, yada, yada. And low key, like this is the only time I will like semi-agree with Jax, but I am him in the sense where I'm always like, I don't believe in astrology or, blah, blah, crystals. But I do believe in karma though. I do believe in that. So,
I believe in a lot of things. Like I have such strong faith, but I love like, even if it's just like faith, like, or fate, like astrology, like I just love all that stuff. Like you can read me my aura chart, like tell me something. Like the only thing I haven't really dabbled with is like crystals. I've never like went there. Like I don't need my energy to that, but I can understand why it like draws people in.
No, I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, like, no, I get that. No, I get people want to. I just personally haven't. But I do like hearing about, like, when people are like, you're a Taurus, and like they're like, oh, I can tell because it's so, like, I do like hearing that, but
Yeah, it's
I mean, just for
it's
fun.
astrology. Like, you guys, like, for example, my baby's due October like 12th, okay? October 21st or 20th changes into Scorpio. Like, please, Lord, do not let my child be a Scorpio. That's all I'm gonna say. And this is
Not
nothing, no offense to anybody that's out there, Scorpio, because I love Scorpios, like, as friends. And like, my sister's a Scorpio. I mean, Rexian's husband's a Scorpio, so God bless her. But like, I just cannot do Scorpio. Like, my sign and me and that personality, we do not mesh together.
My cousin is a Scorpio, and she's like such a fucking Scorpio, dude. They're
Every
just
single
very
person
dominant.
every single person that's a Scorpio is literally a Scorpio.
Yeah, my husband's definitely a
Oh,
Scorpio.
he's a Scorpio. My sister is definitely a Scorpio. Oh my God, just like everyone. Like, and I'm
And
so
it's
terrified.
But it's crazy because like your sister and my husband are so different, but like I so see it for both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have that personality. They have like, there's so many things about Scorpios, like, and there's differences in like an October Scorpio versus a November one. But I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. I don't blame
Sorry,
you.
Scorpios, because you guys, like, Scorpios are badass too. Like, I'm just saying, like, for me, like, I just, like, I can't deal with them.
I'm so telling Jacob that. I don't think he believes in this stuff either, but I'm telling him, and let's see what he says. I'm gonna sort of chat. He's gonna
And
go
I'm
off.
an Aries for reference because like people will understand once they hear that.
He's a Melissa Gorga.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I am.
Yeah. I'm a Teresa Giudice. So
You're
yeah.
both Tauruses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, like, I did think it was nice that when Michelle did the crystal stuff, she was actually positive for everyone. And I was dying because in Brits, she wrote, like, I hope you'll, or like, you will find love again. And Jax had a dirty face. And you know what, like, just pisses me off about Jax? Like, he's a man that tore Brit down, right? He used to shit on her appearance, like, talk about her stretch marks, talk about her weight. But then he's like the same guy that would die if she moved on. And like, men like that, what goes on in your head, I'll never understand.
It's the power. It's knowing that they have that person, knowing they have the upper hand, knowing they have the power in the relationship. And then when they don't have it, they lose their freaking minds because they are out of power. They're out of control.
By the way, if this was Real Housewives, all the crystals would have like digs in them. Like they would.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, so I did appreciate that about the family, but finding out about Brittany adding Jack's tax debt to the mortgage is crazy. Like going from 8K to 17K a month and then relying on your husband to like do his due diligence. Like if he is the one who takes the con on paying the bills, like I know everyone's different in relationships, but if he's the one who does it, and I've literally allowed you because you owed like over $1 million in taxes, and I've allowed you to add it to our mortgage and you haven't paid for 7 months or 8 months, like I would instantly be so far removed from this relationship. I truly wouldn't even marry someone in that much debt because I don't know, because like it's always like a woman who's willing to do so much because they're so in love, and then they choose the man like over themselves. Like they love the man more than they love themselves, and then the man like fucks them over, and like it falls on her too now. And so I would immediately be so grossed out, like just the ick, everything, where I'd be like, I want a divorce yesterday, the second I found out the 7-month thing, like him not paying the bills for 7 months.
No, and like this is why you need prenup, you guys, because if like, and like especially the time, I don't know like what Britt had going on. I feel like Jax had way more going on because I'm Vanderbilt for so long and had all these things. But like if she got the divorce now, like that would fall back on him, like not on her. If it was like, you know, I'm not taking on your debts and your prenup, it's just crazy. Like I just don't know how you can get that far. And then, like look how she's still in that house, like willing to take it on for him and her son.
But he's saying, he's like, oh, you think that now, like it's gonna be horror, like, you know, and I mean, listen, she's going to be paying for that whole thing. It's like, I kind of feel like she shouldn't. She probably should sell the house, but it's like a sucky thing too, because like it's your home.
If
and
they
you
sell the house, so they're not going to make enough money to make up for the debt. So it's like, you either going to have to pay up that up front or you're going to have to pay that by monthly. So it's like, which one do you want to do?
Yeah.
Because they're not like, even if their house was like 2 million and then he had 1.5 million in taxes, that like you need 3 million for the house to sell, and watch it only sell for like 2.5 or something.
Yeah. Janet approaches Nia, and Nia is so sweet. Like, she compliments her. She's like, you really look beautiful today. And she's like, and then Janet's like, listen, if there's anything you want to get off your chest. And I'm like, okay, like, no, you should have approached her and been like, listen, it went too far. I'm wrong and I'm sorry. Not like, if there's anything you want to get off. I just don't like Janet at all.
No.
But people need to take advice from Nia, because the way she handles things in a calm, collective way, that's the way to go. And I'm like, we all need to be that way, because I swear at the end, like, you win when you're like that.
100%. And it makes you look like better. And yeah, I agree.
I was, again, another part that I was so emotional this episode, because I cried for Jesse at the end when he cries to Kristen. Like, he is so fucking overwhelmed with finances. And we don't realize that he has to be around his ex and her new man, and he's not even divorced. I can't even imagine putting my husband through that, or just me being the Jesse, where I am like literally walking into seeing my soon-to-be ex-husband that cheated on me, that I didn't want a divorce with his new girl, and I have to be in the same room with them.
It
And
wouldn't
for
happen.
my children.
It would not
wouldn't.
happen.
And I don't think anyone realizes how crazy it is.
We would not see it. The girl, if this was Michelle would say, I'm not filming if she's there. Like, this would not happen, as it should be, like, not be that way. Like, I would be like, I'm not filming, but like, he's definitely taking the higher road and all of this, but like, it literally would not happen, you guys.
And that's why I get super pissed about Michelle, because it's like, she doesn't give Jesse any grace. And it's like, you have no idea what you're putting this man through. Like, you have no fucking idea. And that's why I just, from the episode 1, like, I saw through it right away. I am so, again, glad that Jack's out of this. Like, him bringing up Danny as he drinks to Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, like murderers, the worst kind of people. It's like the insecurities and jealousy these men feel around Danny. It's insane. Jax tells Jason and the boys about Danny and all his BS, and only Jesse has the balls, like, which, again, I'm very proud of Jesse. Like, he's like, listen, like, don't come and talk about Danny with me. Like, tell Danny how you feel to his face, not to my face. And I appreciated that, versus like, you know, even Luke was kind of just listening, and it's like, no, like, fucking, okay, you have so much to say. Go say it to his face, my dude. And so,
for him to even, like, you're talking about someone who may or may not, in your eyes, have a drinking problem. Compare him to a serial killer and making it seem like he's so charming in person. No, we love Danny and Nia as a couple. We love them together because they like exude authenticity, whatever that name. They're genuine. They're genuine people. Like, that's why we like them, and we like them individual, and we like them as a couple. We're not sitting there being like, oh my God, Danny's charming the pants out of me, or Danny's this, Danny's that. Like, you're crazy, Jax. You're crazy.
Right. And he was so pathetic when he approached Danny. And like, Danny knew, because Danny was like, you haven't been inviting me to things. And listen, karma really did its thing, because Jax is no longer on the show, and he got that taken away from him. And it's like, that, my friend, is why you just let things play out, because they'll always play out in your favor if you're like doing the right things. But Danny is looking at Jax, and he like thinks this is a joke, as do all the viewers, because, like Danny says, you have no leg to stand on. And Nia's listening, and I am Nia in the background with the faces. Like,
yeah, I was dying when she like was hearing Jack say things. Like, it took her everything not to be like jumping in right away and be like, what the f are you talking about?
I do think she's like, this is such a joke at the end of the day. But Kristen interjects, and she looks at Jax, and she feels like Jax isn't even seeing straight. And she's like, Nia, she's like, Danny, just ignore him. He's not in the right frame. And it doesn't make it right or anything. And there's no excuses to it, but she wanted to like de-escalate. And then how about Jason's ass during this talk, where he looks at Janet, he's like, should I go in there? And I'm like, sit your ass down, you loser.
Literally, like, why would you need to go in there? Why?
Yeah. And then Danny's like, Jax is psychotic. He literally sleeps with his staff. And Brock, Sheena's husband, which, like, why are they there? He does ask Britt a valid question. He's like, how did you do this for so long?
Yeah.
And it really is crazy.
Good. Yeah. Because like, what's wrong with this guy? Like, for this guy to try to go after someone who like is the least problematic out of this whole crew and make it a thing and like literally go off on someone, like, you're crazy. Like, that's all it is to it. Like, you're literally crazy.
I know.
And then also to try to say that like he has bipolar, it's only that he has anger problems. No, you have anger problems, you have a drug problem, you have a drinking problem, and you probably have a sex addiction. So like, no, you have all these things.
100%. I feel so bad for Danny because Nia's like, you're on camera, just watch out. And he is so fucking overwhelmed. Like he has 3 little kids. They're like 2 and under, 0 sleep. I'm sorry, they have like, a lot going on. Like they're trying to find a house. He was with the kids all day so that Nia can get her makeup and hair done, which is like being a supportive husband. And then people have been trying to drag him all season and ruin his name. He's also like an actor. He also works. And it's like, sexual assault and and I'm sure they haven't mentioned this on the show because they don't want it to like play out or they don't want them to use it against them. But like when you're an actor and if you have sexual assault, I mean, any job, they're like, no, we're not going to be okay with like you working with us and stuff. So he's like going through it and I just feel so horrible for this man. And you can just tell he's at his breaking point. Like, yes, women go through postpartum, but like I think men do too.
Yeah, for sure.
Like people just really overlook what he's been juggling, dude.
I know. No, 100%. I think the cast has. I don't think anyone in America or anybody watching has like got that. I just think they're delusional and they're really mad that like they got like a good, read on season 1 and everyone likes them because we can see through it. And like, we don't see a lot of these people. We don't see a lot of these nice people on our screen. So when we do see it, we're like loving it. And so like, they're just jealous that they're not these type of people.
Yeah. Sheena. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. No, I was going to say, because I wanted to make sure we talk about like how I thought it was so interesting, like how the production like cut up all those scenes to show us that there was so much happening at that party. And it just goes to show me that like it's always like that where they force like all these different conversations, but they only show the most important one or the most like dramatic one because there were so many. But like, go ahead, because I think you're about to say.
Yeah, like the Michelle and Jesse one.
Yes.
It was like they fought, but we didn't even see it.
But what did you think about that? Because Michelle was like, you haven't said anything about my mom. Like, do you think that Jesse should be asking about her mom? But like, it's like also it's like we're not together anymore. Like, of course I'm probably thinking about her, but like, would that upset you?
Well, here's the thing. Michelle is she's a lot, man. But here's the thing. Like he brought up, like, I had no idea your mom was as bad as she was. Like, you never tell me anything. Like I told you guys a story about how we had an aunt who, when her sister had cancer, she didn't even tell my uncle. Like she would just go to the hospital every day. And Michelle seems like the type that if Jesse was to ask, she would be very short on it. So it's like, I don't want to overstep. And I don't know, like she's just always looking for a problem with Jesse, I feel. And it was crazy to me that they didn't like show it. But like, yeah, I mean, Chanel, we know this, like, especially with the Real Housewives, like, the showrunners are like kind of saying like, hey, you need to talk about this, this. But so much already went on that they couldn't show it all. But Sheena trying to make the finale about her, like, this is not your show. It was like, just like that whole thing was so stupid. It ends with Zach saying that, like, it was about the whole Jenna stuff. And it ends with saying that, like, Jenna's not the problem at the end of the day. Janet's been the main problem. Like, she's trying to ruin everyone's reputation. And what's crazy is, like, Janet thought that she was going to eat on this season because, like, she had all the friend support. And Zach is so mean. Obviously, he was so drunk. But when he went up to Brittany, but when he went up to Brittany, he's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, with Janet? Like, I don't know. I get his frustration with that.
No, I thought he was doing too much, to be honest.
I mean, he was drunk, but like, I don't know.
I think in this situation, it didn't have anything to do with Brittany. Like, he's just mad that Brittany's friends with her. Like, he's just like annoyed that Brittany's not like opening her mouth. But like, what do you want Brittany to do?
I don't know. I kind of get it.
No, I thought he was being crazy.
Yeah.
I think he just wants Brittany to be like, yeah, you're right. Like, she's little like, she's not a good friend or something, but it's like, let her figure that on her own. Like right now she's remaining neutral. She's good friends with her. Like, leave it alone.
Brock did something in the end where he tried to get involved or something. And I was like, Brock, like, you literally cheated on your pregnant wife. Stop it. I don't even know what.
I just still can't believe that story. It's like, I don't even want to give them light. Like, do these people deserve attention anymore? I don't think so.
She said that Ariana hasn't reached out to her because Sheena's so dumb, you guys, though. Sheena really does make everything about her. Like, she's like, the reason I didn't talk about Brock cheating on me is because, like, what Ariana was going through, and I didn't want to take it away from her and what she's going through. That is not fucking why you didn't.
And that was not before. That was before. If he did this to you while you're pregnant, she didn't
find out till later, Chantel. She didn't find out till like years later. So, and it was during that season, but it doesn't matter. Like, you're not like looking out for Ariana and saying like, that was her thing. I wanted it to be about her. Like, she got cheated on. It's not about that. And that's exactly why Ariana hasn't reached out to you.
Finding a new job is stressful. But with Indeed, it doesn't have to be. Just fill out your Indeed profile with your skills, experience, and desired salary. The more you fill out, the better your matches will be. And hearing from hiring managers will be 2 times more likely. Relax. That's your Indeed profile sending opportunities your way. Indeed, the world can work better.
My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled. But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
This episode is sponsored by Friskies, who would like to tell your cats hi. Now, if that didn't get your cat's attention, there is one thing that always does the trick. Just pour some Friskies crunchy food in the bowl and you'll hear those paws come running. Works every time. With so many Friskies choices, you can always bring your cats running from their secret napping spots. There's always more to explore. See for yourself at friskies.com or visit your local store.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Learning through play starts with Lego Duplo. With Lego Duplo, toddlers can develop real-life skills while having fun with colorful bricks made just for them. Large, easy to grip, and safe to explore. When children express themselves with Lego Duplo, they build patience, problem-solving, and empathy. See your child learn perseverance and self-expression with everything they imagine and create. Visit lego.com/preschool to learn more.
It's summer. Time to enjoy long days, lazy nights, and zero cooking. Because Uber Eats has deals all summer long. So when hunger strikes, don't sweat it. Delicious deals are just a tap away on Uber Eats. Enjoy all your favorite food delivered straight to you. Get Burger King, Subway, Popeyes, and hundreds more local favorites and savor every last bite. Now that sounds like a good summer. Order now on Uber Eats. Terms apply. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Welcome to Sephora. I'm looking for a perfume that's not too perfumey.
I got you. Serum moisturizer or moisturizer serum.
Let's get into layering.
My concealer is making me look worse.
Sounds like the wrong shade. Let's get you matched.
There's only one store that really gets what you're going for. Get beauty from people who get beauty. Only at Sephora.
Hi, Let's get you a basket.
But yeah, that's our Valley season finale. I know some people think Nia and Danny are leaving, but they're not leaving. They're not leaving the show. I mean, they don't need to be honest. And like, this is probably really great money for their family. And I know it's super toxic, but I mean, they come out on top of people.
I think it's definitely toxic for them. You could definitely tell, it's probably testing their marriage a lot. But I think that they're still, making sure that they are a unit together, that they follow the rules, like that they have always said. Because like, did you notice how Neil was like, there's a camera right there? And he's like, okay, yeah, there's a camera right there too. So like, they're very apparent about what they should be saying on TV.
Yeah,
so
I said that. You were opening that Snapchat when I said that.
No. I think I heard you. I'm saying so as long as like they're open and honest with each other, like they could do the show if they keep continuing to playing it by their rules, like and not falling for these stupid people on the show and their toxicity.
Yeah.
And I really hope we can, and they do, because like it's so nice and normal to see normal people.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like we never see that. We always see the thirstiest of the thirsties.
Yeah, they're always trying to make drama for more views and stuff. And like, yeah, that's fun. And like, that's why we watch the show. But like, also it's like, we want to see like good people. We just do. And like, they're not perfect. So like, they're going to go through stuff and we'll see that too. But like, we don't need them to be like making up shit like Jax over there.
100%. But great season finale overall. Let's talk Next Gen New York City. You guys, by the way, Next Gen got like rave reviews. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I think you were telling me like there was like awarded like Peacock's. You said something like, what was it? Tell everyone.
It's like it went viral with Bravo's most watched series premiere of all time in MP35. What the fuck does that mean in MP35?
I don't know.
I low-key think that Bravo is just saying that, like, because what's MP35, you guys? To create hype. Like, yes, Next Gen is so good. But I was talking to one of my girlfriends, like, I also think Miami is so good, but they're not like saying that stuff. I don't know. I also Next Gen was on during Love Island. So it did take away from the attention because we even started getting invested once Love Island was finished. So I think that they're like creating these type of like, you know, so that people are like, ooh, this is obviously really good. I'm going to watch it. And it is really good. It does deserve it, but I don't know what the whole MP plus 35 means. It sounds like a reach. I don't know.
One thing I will say though, like now that when you just say that today I was on Peacock, like their show is always in like the top like shows on Peacock too.
Oh, is it? Well, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Okay,
So like
so that's a good sign. I mean, I like watching like, you know, young people in like a busy city, like not a boring city. Like I do like watching it and it really is great. I was just like, whoa, like I haven't seen like that type of craziness where like, you know, they're breaking all these things. And I mean, again, we just like came finished with Love Island, which is like went viral in every single aspect. So
and that's
but
because it's like a daily thing. Like if we had more shows like that, I think we would see like more like viral and like coming together to watch something because it's like a daily like act, you know, where this is like once a week, like no one's sitting there waiting around for this one episode to watch as a community.
Right. No, for sure.
Except that, you know, some of us we'd be all watching together.
Yeah. Did you hear about, wait, real quick, did you hear about Lisa Vanderpump firing back at Sheena? Because Sheena like was like talking shit.
No, oh my gosh, Sheena needs to just stop running her mouth.
I
Like you're
know,
done.
I
You're
know.
done.
Yeah.
But, like, what did she say?
Well, because like Sheena in her book like said that Lisa used her affair with Eddie to like fuel TV drama. And obviously because like that's when the spinoff of Vanderpump Rules came, which gave Sheena the opportunity. And whatchamacallit, Lisa responded and was like, I don't care what she says. I'm more concerned about Ozzy Osbourne dying. And that's the saddest thing. Important things are what matter to me, not her bullshit.
And like, why are we trying to, sorry to interrupt you, but like, why are we trying to like diminish or like trying to like come, like not diminish, but like talk about the way that you came on screen, like when this is literally what set you up for life.
Exactly. Like she's so like, I don't know. She's very easy to not like.
I know. I agree.
Yeah. But let's talk Next Gen. I'm sorry.
Let's talk Next Gen NYC. So we're at the season finale. This was an 8-episode you know, season, which I think we'll get more if it's get greenlit for a season 2, which a lot of people were like, I think people asked us on Patreon, like, do we know if they are filming for season 2? And like, this was a time like last summer when they were doing it. But no, we still haven't heard anything. Have you heard anything about that?
Not that they're currently filming, but that they are picked up for season 2. Has that been announced yet?
No, it hasn't like really been announced.
Okay.
But yeah, let's get into the finale. I really do like the show and it is good. And I like seeing and especially I like seeing the genuine friendships. Like, for example, we see, you know, Ariana and Riley. Like I love their friendship that came out of this. But we start the episode. Yeah, what'd you say?
I love it.
Yeah, they're really cute. And I'm like, it's just such a full circle moment. Like the fact that they were on like Atlanta together and like best friends and then didn't talk for like 10 years. And then now they're like, you know, really good and best friends. It's really cute.
Yeah.
But we see a flashback of Ariana and Riley explaining her feelings. And Ariana in her confessional said, I should have just got out of the way and not had done that. And like basically saying she shouldn't have stepped in and like scolded Riley for anything. Ariana tends to do this a lot. I don't know if you picked up on it. Like she'll do things and then she'll regret it later and saying, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I like that in a person. I actually love that in a person, but I also think that can get annoying because it's like, why can't you just get it right the first time? Like, why is it always like, I did this, but I'm sorry. Do you agree with that or no?
Yeah, no, I think if we see it again in like seasons to come, it's like the person who like apologizes and it's like, well, but you did it though. Like you keep doing it. Like, you know better. I don't think she's at that point yet, but still.
Yeah, definitely not. But there is a trend of like, you know, when she was mean to someone, she's like, I shouldn't have been so mean. Or like, she just maybe she just reflects a lot and talks about the reflection a lot. So that's why I'm thinking that. And not so much like what her actions, what she's doing is actually that wrong, but she just always is reflecting on what she did. And like, which I guess is a good thing in a person. Like, you know, she's owning up to things and saying
And
like, I
she's
could have done that
young.
better.
Well,
So
she's
yeah.
young too. So for her to be doing that when she's so young is great.
Yeah. They're all at breakfast. They're still in the Jersey Shore, y'all. So they're all at breakfast. They're about to go home. I'm sure they're dying to go home because I'm sure none of them, they're used to this, like having to be in like, you know, this is their first season having to be in like a house with all these like people they just met. But they're at breakfast and Riley's being very quiet, and you could tell like her mood is not okay. Amira does say, you haven't said a word, and she says, I'm not going to say anything. I've learned my lesson. She's kind of playing the little victim mode where she's just like, you guys don't want me to talk, and so I've learned my lesson. Gia does say, I don't want you to not say anything. Your voice matters. It's just how sometimes you come across and you say things. She goes, it's similar to what you think about my approach. Like sometimes I say things and you don't like how I said it. How did you feel about this situation?
I think that Gia and Riley started off on the wrong foot. I think that probably like when Gia initially had said like, you know, to bond, she was trying to bond with Riley and said like, you know, our moms like are on similar shows or whatever. And she saw Riley's reaction, and then Riley like said something to her. It gave Gia a bad taste, and it was just like a bunch of miscommunication. And so like because of that has like led Gia to get annoyed at everything Riley does.
Yeah. We see Georgia saying, maybe you should just take a moment to pause before saying something so harsh, which is just funny, again, coming from Georgia. Like, it's like none of you guys are perfect. So, like, I don't know what this is. But Amira is the one that is standing up for Riley and saying, listen, if she thinks it's a shitty idea, then she thinks that. And Riley also was like, listen, if I wasn't a good friend, like, I wouldn't tell her the truth. Like, wouldn't you want that from a good friend? Like, someone who's actually going to tell you the truth? Like, and me personally, I would want that. I would want someone to say, hey, I don't think that's a great idea, especially before I get into it. If I'm already into it and at this point, like, I'm already got money invested, maybe be a little bit more supportive, but this is before any of that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then Gia does say, like, maybe could just been a little nicer. And then I crack up at Christian because Christian's like, just let her talk how she wants. And she's like, really, Christian?
Well, like she looks at him because like it's like the first time he spoke, but I agreed with him. Like he's like, if you don't like it, then don't talk to her. And that's it. Don't tell someone how to speak. If you don't agree with how someone speaks, then don't engage in it. Because it was very like repetitive I love Gia, but it was very repetitive when it came from her. So like Christian is like seeing that and he's calling it out. Like, I mean, I feel like our men would do the same thing.
No, and I like even from last episode, he cracks me up. Like, I don't know, like he doesn't say much, but like when he does talk or when he does say something or when he is doing something, like I just immediately catch it and like I vibe with it. He seems like he's great.
Yeah.
Homeboy Charlie over here is baking early in the AM. Like you guys, he's like hitting a bong, okay, early in the morning. And no shade to anyone who does this. I'm just saying, like, it's just funny. He's like 29 years old, like sitting there, and then him and Georgia are talking, and you know, this is when this is why the prime example, like it seems like Georgia's getting over what he did to her and like what he had said to her, and like it sucks because if anyone went really too far in her and like having her back, it would have been bad for them. But it's like Georgia's over here now just like chilling, like it's fine, like we're good.
Yeah.
Which, like, I guess it's what it is fine, but like, it's like this is why like the rest of them shouldn't have been like, we're not talking to Charlie tonight, or like that one time when Ariana's taking a selfie, they all got mad at her. And it's like, okay, don't get mad at someone if you're just gonna forgive them the day later too.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that stuff is the one that pisses me off. We see them all leaving, and like Riley's like, I probably shouldn't come back to Jersey because every time I do, it gets crazy, which is just funny. And like, you know, they're about to have like a long car ride, so they're just like over it and they want to get in. We end up them seeing like them stop for snacks, and then Georgia calls her boyfriend to get her own Uber. Like, I cannot. And like she rides off with like a normal car, but like it's like you couldn't wait for them to get a snack. You needed to leave right away.
Right. And it's so crazy how like people, I'm just jealous, like that they're so reliant. Like I swear, Chantal and I were like, we're Miss Independent, like we can do things on our own. And people are literally out here calling their boyfriend to get an Uber for them. And I'm like, yes.
No, I would never, like, even I'll take my approach more than her approach ever. Like, I would never want to rely on someone to be like, hey, can you please get me an Uber? Like, if you want to get out, you could get out because of you, not because of you have to call your boyfriend to do that. It's not like his ass is flying in a private jet for her to bring her out. It's like he's calling your damn Uber. And
no, Chantal, teach those habits now. Like teach him now.
I know. I'm just saying.
Like, she's right. Like teach him now.
No, because guess what happened at the very end? He packed up her boxes and she had to live with her friend.
I know. Yeah, now she's screwed. Yeah, that's so true.
We learn, okay, like I don't know if you really care about this. Oh, but no, in this car though, in the ride home, we do learn that Amira does say that she Googled George's boyfriend and he's not who he is. He's broke, he doesn't really have a job. And like it's just funny that she did that because it probably is true. And like here you have Georgia saying like all these things about his money, but do we know for sure if that's true still? Like I never did any more research now, but it seems like he definitely is a shady character.
I don't know, but that's like exactly why I would never go. I would be like how Jesse and the Valley's girlfriend is and say I'm not going on the show. Like, cause like it just I don't even need you to be digging up shit on me.
100%. This is the stuff that I was like, I don't know if you even care about it, but we learn more about Brooks and what he does and like where he wants to go with this whole like mom thing, and he wants his own brand, you know, Brooks Marks instead of Meredith Marks and all these things. And so these are the scenes that I don't like. I don't know why Rexy and I have both said that we're not attached to the Marks family at all. And so like the fact that they're so heavily like involved in it is just crazy.
I mean, we did have someone on Patreon where they were like, I love it. It's like a different energy. It makes it light. But I'm like, I don't get it. When did they become this popular?
Yeah, they said that about Brooks, but like to see like Meredith and Seth the whole time, like damn, like you guys are living here now.
Seth is weird. Seth is so fucking weird. It's like I feel like he's like trying to be the cool dad, and like he is literally doing that simply because of the show. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like, you know, he is like, and like the way he talks about like his relation, like, you know, his wife's relationship with his son and like how they have a like codependency together. It's like I don't even know. Even like the way he talks about it, it's kind of weird. It's like, oh, okay, you are the dad. You know that, right?
Right. But he says, I mean, like clearly that his son feels very differently when it comes to like him than he does whatever, like his, you know, which I mean, I guess that's a little hard because like typically a dad wants to have that bond with their son. They don't, you know, like a daughter's usually like that with their mom.
Yeah. We do. The one thing that was touching was that, like, you know, Brooks did come out of his shell and say, like, listen, I want my own brand. I don't want to do it under you, mom. And then, like, he asked his mom to talk privately. And he did say to her, like, I am really scared, like, about what a relationship might look like with me not working with you. Like, I don't want it to change. And she's like, dude, like, you're my son. It's not going to change. Like she reassured him, which was really sweet, like the relationship. So, like, I'm sure, like, anybody, like, any mom wants that relationship with their son. And, like, it is a sweet relationship. But it's just odd to me how Seth talks about it.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't think you don't really care about their situation.
I don't. I really don't. It's so weird. I really don't. I don't find it to be interesting. I don't like, and he's like, so I find it to be very dramatic. I don't know. But I mean, like, we don't have that in our life, and maybe that's why, but I don't know.
Yeah. George's boyfriend Omar and Charlie are hanging out, and he's confronting Charlie about talking to his girl like that, and Charlie takes accountability. But I do think Charlie just does this to shut people up. We saw him do that to the Riley situation. He truly doesn't care. He doesn't care about, like, he owns up to his actions, but he doesn't realize why he's doing it and how to change. He's just saying, like, you're right, I shouldn't have done that, because he literally wants people to shut up.
I agree that I totally think that with him. I feel like he's gotten like more quiet the last 2 episodes. Did you feel that?
Yeah, I did, because he's probably like, holy shit, like, what have I been doing?
Yeah, like, I don't know. It felt very weird, like the last 2 episodes where he's like holding back a little bit.
Yeah. So we get to this whole situation about this, like Brooks, Amira, and Ava. And so Ava clearly didn't come to the Jersey Shore, like, you know, for the whole weekend for Brooks' birthday, because she had this Dolce & Gabbana event. And so we see Brooks telling Amira that he had a talk with Ava, and we see the flashback of them getting their nails done. And Ava's like mixing up the events. She's basically saying, like, my fitting was Wednesday or Thursday, and they had went to Jersey Shore from Wednesday to Friday. And then we know, because of Amira, she posts the invite, and the invite is saying that it is Friday. And Brooks is like, kind of feeling sad about this, because he's like, she could have just still came. I don't think that she would have just came though. Like, even if the event was Friday and you had they were in the Jersey Shore from Wednesday to Friday, would you have went out a day?
No, I probably honestly wouldn't. But like, if I'm on this show and it's like my new job, I would. So I feel like in the real world, like, I'd be like, it's not worth it or whatever. But like, if I'm on the show, I would do it.
And like, Amira's showing proof that it was just like a pop-up, and she's like, it's not even like a real like store opening, I would never miss that. But like at the end of the day, like you might not be where she wants to be. And like, this could be a networking event for her. So like, maybe she made it so dramatic where like, I'm invited and like, it wasn't that deep, but like, okay, let it be a networking event. Even if it's like a networking event for us, middle-class citizens over here. Like, if I want to go to that because it's gonna be important for my job, like you sometimes have to take that. You have to take that over like hanging out with your friends. I don't think what she did was wrong.
Yeah, I don't think it was wrong either. And I do think that, again, like, I feel like she would have been there, but had it like been something that made sense. But if it doesn't make sense, like, but she knows this is part of her job, like, it really just didn't make sense. And like, I guess, like, the traffic and the drive, like, it sucks in there. So it's like not worth it.
Yeah, like, again, they're not, yeah, like she said, it's not like I'm going to Hampton to Montauk. Like, it's, me going from Montauk to Jersey. Like, it's such a difference. And like, you do have to take a factor into travel time and all those things. Like, I'm not going to be miserable to like, and she said it, like, we'll end up talking about how she said it, like, to show up for a day for you, which is like sometimes mean, but it's like, I could take someone, like, if I didn't want to show up for that, like, maybe she should have just made sure she took Brooks out for his birthday or did something nice for his birthday, like, alone. And that could have made up for it.
Yeah.
They're at this bowling event to show why Georgia needs this investment. And you guys, like, I cannot, like, please, like, what is this? And what are we doing?
I know.
Why are we trying to make this happen? Like, leave bowling alleys the way they are and leave clubs the way they are. We don't need to combine them. Like, the person that wants to go to bowling alley does not want to go to a club and vice versa. And everyone
I
is
do
like,
want to say that. Well, I want to say, like, in Detroit, like downtown Detroit, I know that people who aren't familiar with Michigan or Detroit, like, you guys think, oh my gosh, the worst things ever. Okay. Detroit is literally the safest place ever. It's probably safer than majority of states, which is insane because you would never think so. But shout out to Dan Gilbert. Like, he spent billions of dollars to change downtown Detroit. It's amazing. It's beautiful, whatever. Anyways, I remember when I was living down there, they opened up Punch Bowl Socials, Chantel.
yeah.
And it was like a bowling. It was like bowling. It was like
a bar,
not like necessarily a club, but like a bar where you're standing around drinking. Yeah, but you're standing around drinking. Like, I remember when it first opened, like, I went in there, everyone was standing around drinking. There was like a karaoke section. Yeah, that didn't last. Like that, that did not last.
That was a cool place. And like we did a lot of events there. We went there so many times, and like it still didn't last. And then, like, and this was
long term, it didn't. Long term, it wasn't it. Like, it just wasn't. So like, I just feel like that's not a good idea at all.
Yeah. And Gia even goes like, sorry, Riley, you might've been right. Like, being funny. So like, I just thought that was like good that they all can like, be like, okay, like maybe she was right. And like, we were like harsh on this whole situation because like, this does not seem like a good idea.
Right.
Ava walks in when they are talking about the situation. And this is where like the production, this is where the show kind of is funny and good because Ariana starts to explain why they were talking about her. And then she's like, wait, I'm out of this. Like, I have nothing to do with this. So like this has nothing to do with me, but Brooks, go ahead, explain why you're annoyed. And then like Brooks is like explaining why he might be annoyed, and Gio's even like telling herself, like, we're hearing in the background, don't interrupt, don't be his mouthpiece, I'm not his mouthpiece, and you just see all these people like not wanting to interrupt for Brooks because like clearly Brooks has a problem explaining himself. Like, I don't know why he finds it so hard to tell someone what he feels, but he has a tremendously hard time doing it. But he finally does, and explain. And like, again, she says like, I just didn't want to. But then Ariana's boyfriend's like, I'm in the middle of this. And she's like, why are you in the middle of this? But he's like, no, I'm literally in the middle of you two. Can I get out of there? And I was just dying. I was like, this show is hilarious.
I like him so much too.
Yeah, me too. And I like the relationship together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think and then that really is what really happened at that night. We see that maybe.
Well, no, did you already talk about how Ariana was like talking shit and Ava was right behind her?
Yeah. And then that's when she's like, she started to explain, and Ariana's like, no, I'm not in the middle of this. Like, please, here you go. Like, talk to him about it. Like, I'm not going to be in the middle of this at all.
Yeah.
But then we do start to see them like talk about how they like love New York, and like, we saw like we see a flashback of them like a 1 year later. We also see like how Georgia goes to Singapore with her boyfriend Omar at the time, and then they break up, and he literally like comes home before her, gets all her boxes, makes sure he goes to Charlie's house, and like they're done, and like now she has to move in with Charlie, which is just so embarrassing. It's like, I cannot believe this caught on camera.
Yeah, I know. And that's kind of why you probably shouldn't like count on someone to fund a business that you're not married to.
No, she's not going to get that business.
Yeah. And it's like, was she with him simply for the money?
Absolutely. Like she moved in with him right away. She like didn't have to pay rent. Like she knew. She knew how to get what she wanted for that.
You know, it's funny because like I saw a TikTok and they were like, yeah, and so what if we're with someone just for the money? They're with us simply for our looks. They would never go for us if we looked like A, B, and C. They go for us simply because of how we look. So if they go for us because how we look, we can go for them for having money. And I was like, damn, I never thought of it like that.
Listen, everyone can do whatever the hell they want to do as long as both parties are happy with the arrangement. Like, good for you.
No, 100%. Overall, really good episode.
I just can get the money and the looks.
I know. We do have that, huh?
No.
Shout out to our husbands.
Shout out to our hardworking husbands, and shout out to us for working so hard.
You know, it's just a different world now. Like now it does take like I feel like unless like you own a business, it takes like a two-person income. It's just a different world that we live in, you know?
Yeah, no, you
And
definitely.
like you could be a lawyer or a doctor, like, and this is why it pisses me off when people go at Gia for the lawyer stuff. You could be a lawyer or a doctor, but like what lawyers were making hasn't changed. Like what they made in 1990 is the same thing that they would make now. But right now, the cost of living is a bajillion times more. So
yeah, and I also think everything is subjective or objective. I don't know what the right word, but like for example, like someone who comes up from like really poor life, poor family, and then marries someone who is a lawyer or doctor, that could be everything to them. Like they could just live off one income and like because they're happy with what they are. But like nowadays, like where we did grow up and like what we have seen, it's like to live the lifestyle you want and like what you want to achieve for your life and your kids, like you need a 2-person income.
yeah. No,
like I'm not willing, like we could absolutely stay at home if we want to, like, but what that would mean is like you're not going on the vacations, you're not doing all the things. You might go on vacation once every 5 years, like you're not doing all these things that we want to, going out to dinner or something here and there. Like you're having to sacrifice a lot more, and like we're just not willing to do that.
Yeah, I literally work because I want my kids to be in private school and I want to go on vacations.
Yeah. So, and then obviously like the luxury of being able to like put more like clothes on them, food on them, like do whatever you guys want to do. Like that's all because of that too.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah.
I do feel like we are the type because we've just been raised like that if we did not work, it would be like hard for us. Like we're always like my husband always says, he's like, yes, you're busy. Like, yes, you have a lot going on, but like you choose to do that to yourself. And I was like, yeah, I do.
Oh, you guys, there's like the last couple of days I had to take it easy. Like, and I was just sitting there because again, Rex, like we weren't podcasting and things. And so I had the nights.
I'm telling you, Chantel was loving it.
I know, but which is crazy because like I was loving it, but I also am so busy that like even 2 hours in the nighttime by myself, I was getting bored and I'm like, ew, you need to learn just to sit with yourself, sit with doing nothing. Like, why are you so like, and I wasn't even bored. I had so much to do. Like I have my nursery stuff to take care of. Like we literally have problems. Like I need to go see a therapist just about this. Cause I do think it's an anxiety thing that we try to keep ourselves busy.
Yeah, I know. Well, thankfully, like TikTok will distract me, but yeah, I do even like during the day always want, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with us. Maybe
Yeah,
it's
like
how
if
we're
I
raised.
took away your kids right now for you and said, hey, you have the full day, go do whatever you want, you would be like, I don't know what to do. And you'd be like, I don't like this.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think we were talking about that where you were like, you need a day to yourself. Like you need to just relax a little bit. And I was like, no, like, I don't like that. That doesn't like sound, you told me to go to like Detroit and go to like a hotel and get a massage. I'm like, no,
go do a staycation. Like this is my idea of like being loving it. Like if I went to downtown Detroit, like I'm already thinking about wanting to do that this weekend, to go like wake up, get like a bagel, get like find a new coffee shop, go like roam around, go into some little.
Well, I would like to do that with you.
No, by yourself. Like I want to do this by myself.
Oh no. No, that's a no. I'm not doing anything by myself. Like that's not fun to me. That's weird. Like what am I supposed to do? Like sit down and just like drink coffee and think about
the best
like
thing in the world. It really is.
I mean, no, I'm so sorry. I would be like scrolling and like no. I guess like phones have like really fucked us up. But no, I would be able to do that if I was in Florida and there was like a beach in front of me and I'm like just
No,
like
okay,
sitting
that's not
down.
real life. That's not real life.
I know, but I want it to be real life. But I would never move to Florida. There's like snakes and alligators and like
Oh my gosh.
I have a fear of like a snake. I'm very scared of toilets. You guys already know this if you've been listening to us for a while, but like I just have a fear like a snake would come up in the toilet while I'm using it. And this is TMI, but I am so fucking deathly afraid of toilets that I would just be there's like animals and stuff in Florida and I can't do that.
Agreed.
Well, we love you guys. Thank you. If you guys have been wondering where we were, I'm so sorry about that. But I know we haven't checked our DMs and stuff. So but we love you guys and we hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for listening.
Bye guys.
Bye.